Do you have an issue with how other people deal with their trauma or their issues? Hello and welcome to today's insight. All right, and I'm mainly going to talk about how people deal with trauma or something that have like issues, traumas, things of that nature, right? So now, if you judge others based on how they deal with their issues, you I mean it's completely valid because we all do it, but it's not very personable, if you will. It's not very nice, especially when you judge other people based on how they deal with their trauma. Okay? Now, a lot of people deal with their trauma in different ways. Some people don't talk about it, some people push it down, other people talk about it incessantly, some people completely go the opposite direction and start doing crazy stuff, and other people just completely shut down. Some people don't want to go there and approach that because it's way too difficult. Some people go there and approach it because they know that they are being the buffalo actually go. Now, a lot of creatures, okay, when they see a storm approaching, they run the opposite direction, except the buffalo. The buffalo actually go through the storm. And because they know the quickest way to get over something is to go through it. Now, not everyone is that smart. Not everyone figures that out on the get go. So, some people prefer to run the opposite direction. Other people just rather put their head in the sand, like to play the ostrich. And all ways are fine. Okay? You can't judge someone on how they deal with their issues because you don't know their story. You don't know what they went through. You don't know what is a big trigger for them. You have no idea about nothing. Now, you can't expect people to understand your traumas if you don't take the time to understand theirs. So it is absolutely crucial for you to learn how to respond rather than react to things. Not to judge and to try to understand. You never know. And sometimes asking just a few questions will help you delve deeper into a person's psychology. Sometimes they won't because their defense systems are so high up that you won't be able to even scratch of the surface to get into their safe space or close to them. So it's completely understandable if you can't necessarily get everything the first try. Sometimes it takes years. Believe me, I know that through personal experience. But this is where it is crucially important that you ask questions and that you take the time to hear the answers, because if you don't take the time to hear the answers, then you won't actually get the answers that you're looking for. You will get a half response and you'll get something quick, like a quick response to get you off their back just so they can continue living a comfortable life. But something that I noticed today through watching a specific video is that the video said if you have Libra and Scorpio placements in your chart, you are you're going to have a lot of difficulty trying to get people to like you, and I know this because I have both Libra and Scorpio in my chart. Scorpio prevalent. It's prevalent. I have 3 placements of Scorpio, 2 placements of Libra. And so it's quite funny. Like, in my everyday life, people don't like me because I trigger them in the sense that they see me coming and I figure, okay, so this is what I think. Okay, I think that I show them that what they are complaining about doesn't necessarily apply and isn't necessarily a good enough reason to actually complain about something. Because if you don't know, and if you're new to my channel, I have to tell you, I was hit by a car when I was 19. And so, yes, and all the things that come with it. So I was hit by a car. I was completely bedridden for months because doctors put me in an induced coma. And thing is that I don't even look like anything happened. Okay? And I had a lot of injuries. Okay? And I'm not just saying this to ruffle my feathers, but I'm saying this for you to understand that there is a reason why people don't necessarily understand why you do what you do. They just know that you trigger them because you are showing them what they actually need to work on and what they've been trying to hide from themselves. You know, when you play the ostrich, everyone else sees the stuff that you need to work on, but you, because you would rather not see it. But someone like me comes around and shows you what you need to work on, and you get triggered because you're uncomfortable with that fact. I hope that makes sense. If not, ask questions and it'll be my pleasure to answer, okay? Now, don't worry, I have come to terms with the fact that I am an everlasting, walking tower moment for people, because I'm like a mirror, so I show them what they show me, and if they get triggered, well, that's their issue, right? That's just the way I deal with it now. But this is why it is ultimately extremely important for anyone to learn how to respond and not react to something. Because especially me, after having been hit by a car and having to deal with all my triggers, right, from my accident, being impulsive, being the main one, I needed to learn how to explain myself to people, especially quickly and succinctly, so that they understand that there's a reason why I am the way I am, and there's a reason why that I'm acting the way I'm acting, and it is not because I just feel like, I'm stupid or whatever, but it's just being able to succinctly and simply explain what you're currently going through in a very calm, cool, collected manner. And if you can do that, you will have won the game of communication. And believe me, communication in my mind is a divine art, because everyone does it, but no one does it. Not everyone does it perfectly well. And just keep that in mind. So, have you gone through something difficult, and can you explain it quickly, succinctly, and simply so that other people can actually understand what is happening to you instead of judging you off the get-go? Ponder that.